Greetings, my AVID family. When I say AVID, you say rocks. AVID, AVID. And because of that, here I stand and thrive. See, I didn't always want to go to college. After high school, I wanted to do hair, but my mom said, sure, after you go to college, get your business degree so you can own your salon. As you can predict, I changed my mind about business. And after being strongly influenced by the series A Different World, I got my bachelor's degree, and with heavy nudging from some of my friends, I went on to earn my master's and my specialist, but after that, I was done. So, I was introduced to AVID when I was an administrator and a teacher at a middle school in Cobb County. But it wasn't until I ended up in a high school in Fulton teaching ELA that I had a chance to see the impact. Initially, all I knew was students were missing my class because of a college field trip. My students eventually invited me to chaperone one, and it was during that adventure I realized these students were different. They were eager to learn, and they had goals. At the end of that year, the AVID coordinator informed me that she was leaving and she thought I'd be a good replacement. Being that I was ready to quit education altogether because I didn't like the direction the ELA curriculum was going in, I considered it. I even asked my AVID ELA students how they felt about me taking over. They knew I didn't play, so I was ready for a no. But to my surprise, they said, yes, do it. I accepted, and the following year, I became the AVID site coordinator and elective teacher. That summer, I attended SI in Tampa. It re-energized my faith that I could make a difference for my students. I found my purpose again, and I became so in love with AVID. I knew the first year was about building relationships. Thankfully, AVID begins first semester with team building. So I found myself participating in the activities for them to learn about me, as well as them to learn about each other. That first year was nothing short of amazing. We visited colleges, and I was determined to incorporate as many opportunities as possible that would support their decisions about their post-secondary options. We hosted college fairs, where the students presented the colleges to their peers. We incorporated College Spirit Gear Thursdays and partnered with a community group who provided speakers from different backgrounds and professions. My babies let me know they felt heard, seen, and empowered to go after their dreams. Every year, I saw them become more accountable and step out of their comfort zones to ask for help, and they began to take the honors, the AP, and the dual enrollment courses. Even tutorials were conducted with fidelity. I drilled all things at Wicker, especially organization, because if they could organize their schedules, notes, and assignments, they would be in thriving mode and not survival. Our AVID family was finally established. We celebrated together, but what was most profound was their support of each other and me. See, in 2021, my dad was in a car accident and I missed several days of work. He was an avid lover of education, and before his passing, he asked me to get my doctorate. I was done with school and just wanted to do my 30 years and retire. I tried to find every excuse not to go, but God kept reminding me that there was more for me to do. I accepted the journey and went to my principal because I would have to miss class once a month on Fridays to travel to Tennessee. My principal looked at me and said, "Go for it. Your students will be able to watch you go through what you're preparing them for." That hit me like a ton of bricks. Purpose. When I told my AVID site lead at the time, April Hardy, she smiled and said, "I remember when you said you was never going back to college." April Hardy, would you please stand? It's funny how life changes things. So on Mondays, after my classes, I shared with my students how classes went and what AVID strategies I used, from writing focused notes, to inquiry I posed for discovering my research topic, to collaboration on group assignments, to organizing chapter due dates, lesson plans, my son's senior year at the time, and my own self-care, to reading and annotating 100+ articles in order to publish my topic, AVID's impact on enrollment and retention for first-generation Black and Hispanic females in college. My research proved that our students are not just using these strategies in our classrooms now. They're thriving and exemplify the positive impact AVID continues to make in their lives for them to be college graduates. I am so proud and I'm so AVID because I became so driven that I finished my doctorate program a semester early. My dad planted the seed, my tears watered it, my babies provided sunshine, Wicker gave the nutrients. I can proudly and passionately say AVID gave me the opportunity to be an example of closing the gap of the 1% of Black females who earned their doctorate degree. So please allow me to reintroduce myself. I am a proud mother of a 3-point GPA college student, Julian. I am a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm an AVID site coordinator, I'm an AVID elective teacher, I'm now an AVID high school elective district lead professional developer. I'm an advocate for all things AVID for my students. And finally, I am Dr. Andrea Pritchett.